Hello, hello! My name is Callista, and welcome back to Pillars of Eternity. In the last episode, we met little Gordy here. I do feel very guilty. I feel very guilty. He wanted a March steel dagger in exchange for a secret, and we tricked him. We tricked him into giving us the secret, and oh yeah, we'll go get you a dagger from the Crucible Knights themselves. We're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do that. You know, it's a little kid. Does he really need this super special, extremely sharp dagger? Probably not. So we're just gonna leave him be. I feel horrifically guilty that he thinks he's gonna get this dagger, but it just... Oh, my heart. My heart. Oh, hello, Lumdala. Oh, is this... Your time has come, Sigrun. Your life is at its end. Oh, Laughton, she calls to me, the pallid night. And you have such poor luck with women as it is. I cannot die yet. My children, what of my children? But you have no children. Of course I do, you fool. A wealth of them, great armfuls of golden... That is, golden-haired tots, all of whom I love dearly. I think this might be a play. Ha! The Stalker slain, on rides Mocha, great hero of our tale. Though the road is long and the fighting fierce, my courage will not fail. Her soul shines bright, her heart is true, but ahead lies great dangers. The 100 poison arrows of the Crimson Serpent's rangers. Yeah, I think this is some kind of a play. Yeah, audience member, actors, Kadal. Yeah, we were told that one of the actors had hidden something around here, so... Oh, the audience are booing. The audience are booing. The benches are strewn with chicken bones, broken bottles, and greasy scraps of paper. Yes, but I haven't the balls for it. Okay.
There's something you don't see every day.
There we go. What in the hell is that? Okay, it summons 3 wood beetles and uses once per rest. This wooden beetle has lifelike detail carefully burned into the carved shell. Tiny barbs are etched onto its legs and its folded wings bear mazy patterns. I mean, I'll take it. I'll take it. That is... I don't think I like that. Sorry, I can't talk right now. Okay. The statuesque woman has a gaze that could cut stone. She turns her chiseled cheekbones to the sky and favours you with a look of acknowledgement. Her eyes shimmer under silvered eyeshadow and a razor-precise line of kohl. Before you can speak, she throws her hands up in dramatic fashion.
Well met, friend.
Autographs after the performance, please. Great art requires great concentration, and greatness is expected from the revel of stars. What do you do? That depends entirely on the demands of the role. She lays a slender hand on her chest. I am the Pallid Knight, the widow of the wood and the warrior queen Mogka, all at different times. To live a different life each day is a glorious thing indeed, my friend. I suppose I can spare a moment for a fan. I have no idea who you are. I've been in your house. What is the Revel of Stars? We are the finest theatre troupe in the city. We believe that the best art is immersive and true to life. She looks at the amphitheatre with a rapturous expression. We stage our performance right here in Copper Lane for the edification of all. Does the Revel of Stars take in many new members? But of course! Good drama is a balm to the soul, and we wish to offer a true theatrical experience to as many as possible. What kind of members do you take? We take in the new and old, the tall and small, the experienced and inexperienced. Whoever is best suited to fill a role to the utmost. How long do you keep members? As long as they are able to satisfy the demands of their roles. She smooths a wayward strand of hair. True acting can be a grueling process, so some last longer than others. I'd like to ask something else. Very well. If you happen to know any aspiring thespians, please send them my way. Her lips stretch into a hungry smile. We always have a place for novices. Farewell. Aye. Okay. Now, we know that she has a house over yonder, so I'm wondering if maybe she has a quest attached to her, but that will... I think we'll come back at a different time. See if she has anything else to say. Yes, to first fires. We must find this Temple of Woedica. Okay, ooh. Well, hello, that looks fancy.
How's the hand?
Turning purple. I'd have to cut it off.
I warned you not to pet him.
If I'm not supposed to pet him, why is he so soft?
I love it. He did pet Itumak, and Itumak bit him. I love it. I love it so much. Oh, wow, this is fancy. Ducal... I think this may be where Adir wanted to go. The Ducal Palace. Okay. Heritage Hill. The Valian Embassy. Hello. Andra's Gift. Temple of Woedica. And Brackenbury. Oh, and Crucible Keep. Aye. Okay, let's have a look around. See what we have. Oh, well, we're going to pick some flowers. Why not? No one's stopping us. The stones of this ancient tower have been blackened by centuries-old fires. Surrounded by a patch of wildflowers, it looks like a memorial. Okay. So probably like, oh, something burned down the keep. This is all that remained. We remember what was. Probably something like that.
Politics, infighting, greed, and a shrine to Margaret as well. Her clergy belongs there.
Okay, we've got just a cars. Are we going to be allowed in? Is it going to really be that simple? I don't know. I feel nervous. This is a big building. I'm like, I feel nervous just going in. Fuck it. If something bad happens, then something bad happens. Ooh, can we not? Hello? Won't be long before a formal knighthood. There we go. I was like, why can't we go in? So someone was like, someone needed to unlock the door, probably. Okay. Welcome to the Ducal Palace. No, thank you for the welcome.
Good day, stranger.
The young woman wears a simple but well-tailored uniform. She watches the comings and goings around her with quiet attention. Any news to share? Or are you just here to see the Ducal Palace? What's the Ducal Palace? It's the seat of government here in Defiance Bay. This is where Duke Admeth Hadret declared freedom from the Adiran rule some 150 years ago. She lowers her voice and grins. It's also a hotbed of regional politics. Trust me, the gossip here beats what you'll find in any tavern or brothel in the city. Ah, Deerwood politics. It changes too quickly to be worth keeping up with. Better to strike up conversation in the taverns than try to loiter inconspicuously in the palace corridors. Looking for news? Who are you? I'm a page here at the palace. I deliver messages and run errands for the Duke and his advisors. The pay's not great, but I can't think of a better introduction to politics. What goes on here? She laughs. Where to start? We've got meetings, public hearings, and ceremonies, and that's just the stuff that happens out in the open. She leans a little closer. This is where the Duke and his key advisors work, so there's always someone bartering for a favour. Unfortunately, I'm not at liberty to talk about that side of things. But if you want the official version, she clears her throat and gestures counterclockwise around the palace. We have a shrine devoted to Magran, official records, and chambers for public hearings and council meetings. Tell me about the Shrine of Magran. It's a symbol of Magran's protection of Defiance Bay. She's represented the revolutionary spirit of the Deerwood ever since independence, and her involvement in creating the Godhammer bomb only affirmed her importance to us. She scratches her neck. That's also where the first of the sacred fires burn, but Firegrad the Tranquil Ardent has had trouble keeping them lit. What kind of records are stored here? Mostly dull official stuff. Census counts, tax records, militia registers. Now I keep my distance. I got curious one day and got drafted into reshelving half of the records. She yawns. Worst day of my life. Is there a hearing going on right now? Sure is. Duke Avar's been meeting with some of the city's leaders for weeks now, trying to figure out how to address the legacy. The whole business is terribly secret though. I tried to sit in the gallery during my lunch break one day and got turned away. She sniffs. But a lot of the talk concerns animancy, so there's good reason they're keeping the meetings behind closed doors. The legacy? Widewind's legacy. That's what a lot of people call the Rash of Hollowborn. The theory goes that it's punishment for meddling in animancy. What? Why is animancy so controversial here? She laughs. Where to begin? Traditionalists think it's a crime against the gods. There's no question that poking around in souls is risky, but the more progressive elements believe it's our only shot at restoring healthy births. And it doesn't help matters that animancy research often involves old Engwithin relics that were illegally looted from ruins near Glanfath. She makes a quick twitching motion with her index and middle fingers. What are Well, we know what Hollowborn are. They're babies that have been born without souls. I mean, maybe, like, this is, like, someone who is important. Maybe they have more information here. Maybe that's what Ximena's thinking. But what are Hollowborn? She raises an eyebrow. You really are fresh from the road. Hollowborn are children born without souls. They often don't live for very long, and those that do have generally received some kind of treatment from their animancers. Okay, so she doesn't know anything more than we know. So what do you think about animancy? Me? I think the real danger of animancy is confusing a real scholar with an expensive fake. We get a new case here every day. Some poor couple in the Gift or Copper Lane who spent every copper they had on a miracle cure for their unborn child. It never works. I do apologise for all of the tongue fumbles. I don't know what's going on with me today. She shakes her head. Breaks your heart, but there's usually nothing we can do for them. I see. Anyway, the legacy is what the politicians have all been whispering about lately. I'd like to ask about something else. Of course, I've always got my ear to the ground. Tell me about the current Duke. That would be Avar Wolfgren. Don't let the title fool you, though. Our dukes have been elected since independence. Some find Duke Avar rather coarse. He's a frontier noble. Personally, I think a rough and tumble type is just what Defiance Bay needs. Goodbye. Okay. Interesting. Very interesting. That is stealing. But is there anyone in this room to see us steal? Okay, there's a justifier. Ooh, hello. Hello, well that's fancy. Only people with official invitations are allowed to observe the animancy hearings. Okay. Fair play. Anyone in here? Close. I'm like, close the door. Close the goddamn door.
Easy does it.
Yep. And then out of stuff. We've done nothing. Oh, wrong room. We're looking for the bathroom. Sorry about that. Yeah, over here. Over here. Ooh, hello. This is... Okay, and this must be the Temple to Magran. You're right. Most bright Magran, transform us with your flame. Are you going to call her a hoarder? You've always called her a whore, so... I'm waiting. A stone figure of a warrior gazes towards her raised hand. It's empty, but the palm and fingers are blackened. This feels like
Slow and silent.
there should be hidden stuff here. Okay, maybe not. Maybe not. Okay, you're right, madam.
Good day to you.
The woman's head is bowed as her lips move in prayer. Just as you approach, you catch her glimpsing at the statue near her. She notices you and forces a smile. Praise be to Magrin, and welcome to her temple. How may I be of service? Yeah, again, it seems like they double up here. We've got a library that's also a temple, and a palace that's also a temple. Maybe Ximena isn't used to seeing that. The temple? I thought this was a palace. It's both, really. It's the palace from which Duke Avar governs, but it's also a place of honour and worship for Magrin, the goddess who led us to independence and who has always watched over our city. Her smile falters. You seem upset. What's wrong? Her shoulders slump. This is about the fires, isn't it? She puts her hand on your shoulder. They're just symbols. You can't put your faith in them. The fires, slow down and tell me what this is about. Perception. Only symbols. Is that why you're so distressed? Clever. I have to. Only symbols? Is that why you're so distressed? No, She sighs with a hiss like a release of steam. I've kept them burning steadily for 15 years, but I haven't been able to conjure them for months now. And people need to see them more than ever these days. What does that mean? So go light them again. I see plenty of flames here. Well, I assume, what does that mean? I presume is in relation to this, like, kids are being born without souls. Kids are being born without souls. They need to know that their gods are with them. So I don't think this one, yeah, just, like, there's plenty of fires around, just go relight it. So go light them again. I see plenty of flames here. They don't work that way. They're holy fires. It's my devotions and prayers that keep them lit. But lately, when I tried to pray, all I can think about are the hollowborn all over the city, the grieving families, the refugees. She shakes her head. How could Magrin allow us to suffer like this? What strength do we gain from a soulless child? Durance grunts with disdain. What strength do we gain from adversity, from trial and test? The fires don't wither because she lacks in faith. They wither because she does not understand how to be faithful to a whore. I knew it. I knew he was going to call Magrin a whore at some point. A whore wants neither praise nor devotion. A whore wants to be compensated for her services, and Magrin is paid and pleasured in sweat and struggle and pain. This mewling imbecile is unworthy of Magrin's womanly heat. Why do you have to put it like that? Why do you have to put it like that? And this has shaken your faith. Well, yeah, of course it would. Shrug, stoic. Take heart and don't abandon your faith too easily. Ooh. Yeah, this isn't the kind of thing that Ximena would be passionate about. Yeah, I have to go with this. And this has shaken your faith. She nods, running her hands through her hair. But I believe Magrin may be speaking to me again. She frowns and casts a quick glance in your direction. Yeah, this is because we've been picking rational options. I like this. This will likely sound so far-fetched to someone like you. Lately, I've been seeing visions. A place in the wilderness with pools filled with sunbursts of colour. Strange falls that seem to rise to the heavens even while they splash into the earth. She raises her hand as if framing an image of her vision. And behind the falls is a cave, filled with fire and heat and danger, and some token of my goddess. I know there's something there, but where it is or how I'd get there, she shakes her head. I've been meaning to ask around at the expedition hall to see if anyone recognises the description. To be honest though, I don't know what I'd do even if I found the place. Worthless. Like so many of Magrin's flock. Afraid of her god's tests. If Magrin speaks to her, it is to hasten an end to a hypocrite's life, and this vision is surely a death trap for the weak. Okay. I'd like to know more about the temple here. Magrin is the most revered goddess among us, dear Woodens, so it's no surprise that her temple is part of the ducal palace. Her fires symbolize trials, revolutions, and the blazing of new paths, all of which are important to us. She gestures to the city. This is the first of the sacred pyres. When this is lit, so will the rest around the city. Something else? What's the significance of the sacred pyres? They symbolize Magren's power and guidance, and right now the people of Defiance Bay need to be assured of her presence. She crosses her arms, staring at the statue. Our neighbours in the Valian Republic see us as superstitious, but we're just sensitive to the signs and warnings of the gods. Okay, this is interesting. This gives me some context for how Ximena might view this. Goodbye. Oh, Cinders of the Faith, we can go looking for this waterfall. I still feel guilty about this. I feel so guilty. Yeah, okay. Oh, I like that. We already had the map. That was handy. Well, that was handy. Okie doke. So yeah, because we already had the map that we nicked from the expedition hall, we know where she's talking about. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. Oh, hello. Okay, that is something we can steal. But again, there are guards everywhere. It's already unlocked, so there's nothing for us to unlock. Yeah, we need the proper key. Hello. Is this... Oh, it's the records keeper. Hi there. I wondered if this might be the Duke, but no.
Hello.
Okay. A taciturn man with greying hair pores over a tome. He's just withdrawn from one of the shelves. He glances up at you with baggy eyes. Yes? Is there something I can pull for you? I'm looking for militia records from the time of the Saints' War. Trying to find out what happened to someone. The man clears his throat. We've had a number of inquiries about such information. I'm afraid we've had to bar access to the public. Seems there's still quite a number of folk in Deerwood who bear ill will towards Red Sarens. It would be irresponsible to surrender their names to just anyone. Many came to settle here as refugees. Oh, we could threaten him. Perhaps if you were more established in Defiance Bay, things would be different. But I have no reason to suspect you to be any different from the others. We've come a long way. I just need to find out about my brother. I don't even know what side he fought for. You must understand, I've heard many such stories. I'm afraid there is nothing I can do for you. Farewell. Okay, so we need to become more established. We need to become more established. Yeah, we need more of a reputation. Okay. Okay, well... I mean, Ximena is planning on staying here. She plans on living here eventually, so... Yeah, we can absolutely build a reputation in Defiance Bay. It's absolutely something she would do. Now, is this the other door? Is this the side entrance I saw? Yes, it is. Okie doke. Okay, so we can't really help out Adia. That's something we'll have to do, you know, over the course of the game. There's the Valian Embassy. I want to go there. I want to go to the Valian Embassy. That looks fun. Remind Ximena of home a little bit. Although, oh, that's a thought. What if there's someone in there that knows of us? Ximena would absolutely be thinking that, like, oh shit, I scammed a lot of them. I conned a lot of people back in the Valian Republics. Some of them were probably diplomats. What if there's someone in there that fell for one of my schemes? Okay, that's a soul. You have a magnificent hat, but no. Okay, nothing back there. And that's nothing. Yeah, I think that's the embassy. Okay, yeah, that is the monument. We don't know what it's for. But it looks like it's some kind of monument. Okay. Okay, so down here, where is there... Aha!
Is this the old church you were looking for?
I believe it might be. Ooh.
Praise to the exiled queen. May her crown be restored and her justice prevail. Come to pay your respects to the queen that was.
Okay. I've just kind of noticed, in this robe, it kind of looks like Ximena is dressing like them. I didn't put that together, and I don't think Ximena would have, but now she's like, oh shit, I need to change my clothes. I need to get those Vailian clothes enchanted ASAP. A ghost hovers in the middle of the ruin, reciting blessings and prayers. Even as the spirit's form shifts and swirls, it retains the face of an elderly man and robes that mark wealth and status. It turns to you. Who are you? I was told I'd find the Temple of Woedica here. What are you doing? I'd like to know more about Woedica. Goodbye. Who are you?
Lord Ardwellen Rugfold III, and pleased to make your acquaintance. I came to the Deerwood on one of the first ships from Adia, and unlike the yokels and hut dwellers around here, I still keep to the old ways.
It's truly a pity to see what the locals have done to Woedica's house of worship. Yeah, sir, you're dead. You're kind of dead, methinks. I was told I'd find the Temple of Woedica here.
And so you did. These savage colonists may have burned it down, but worship of the Oathbinder is alive and well. These stairs lead to the main sanctum.
What stairs?
These stairs, of course. The sanctum was always below ground, adjacent to the catacombs, so it wasn't destroyed by the fires.
We need to go into the catacombs anyway. Tell me where I'd find an entrance to these catacombs.
There are various entrances throughout Defiance Bay, but I dare say the easiest to reach is in Copper Lane. I haven't been to that part of town in ages, but as I recall, it's somewhere near the southern gate.
Yeah, we've seen it. What are you doing?
Worshipping Woedica, the exiled queen and Oathbinder. I come every day to offer my devotion. I'd love nothing more than to book passage back to Adia, but it is my Emperor's wish that I serve in these barbaric lands. And so I do.
I'd like to know more about Woedica.
A queen among the gods. She oversees laws and oaths. Everything has a rightful place, and Woedica watches over them all. Of course, not everyone accepts this. Even among the other gods, her authority is questioned. But Woedica is also goddess of memory and vengeance, and she remembers. She'll remember every slight and trespass when she reclaims her throne.
You know that you're a ghost, right?
I beg your pardon? Is this some sort of joke where you come from?
I'm serious, just look at yourself, forget it. Ooh, yeah, he doesn't realize. I'm serious, just look at yourself.
A madhouse. That's what this town really needs.
Okay, he's just living his best ghost life. Goodbye. Sagani draws up next to you. You alright? Looked almost like you'd lost your footing for a minute. It happens from time to time. Feels that way when I see into the ether. I'm fine. To be honest, I'm not feeling so well. It happens from time to time. She watches you quietly. You really are a watcher, aren't you? Once in a great many generations, one of my people is born with the ability to speak to souls. Usually such individuals become elders, or a lone set of tracks in the snow. She cocks her head. I would have thought my journey would be easier if I could see what you see, but looking at you, I'm not so sure. My abilities are a blessing, this gift is a curse, neither am I. You're rather nosy, aren't you? I mean, we're nosy. It's between these two. She does not view it as a blessing. She might come to view it as a blessing, but right now she does not view it as a blessing. I think she'd probably view it as a curse. She's trying to get rid of it. She wants to be unawakened. She wants to go back to what she was before. This gift is a curse. Believe it or not, I once would have rejoiced to know I'd be picked to travel far in search of something great. But even these gifts come with a cost, don't they? Forgive me if I was a little skeptical of your abilities before. I can't say I've met a real watcher before. Oh, don't worry about her. She just likes doing that from time to time. Seems to cheer her up, so I just let her. Got to zoom in on Ximena's face. She looks depressed as fuck. Just, It seems to cheer her up. What is life? Once you've seen it a few times, the shock wears off. Every time she goes a little strange in the face, I try and see if I can hear anything. Kana grins. It hasn't worked so far. See if you can get her to tell you what the spirit said. Yeah, and off he goes. Off he goes. Find a way into the Temple of Woedica. One second.
Let's see what lies this way.
There might be loot. You never know. You never know. Oh, hello. Oh. Doesn't look like it. Weeds grow thick and full, untroubled by the passage of Kith. And yoink. Okay, yeah, it's truly a pity to see what the locals have done to Woedica's house of worship. Goodbye. Okay. So we can come back and talk to you if we want some more answers. Good to know. Good to know. Alrighty then, and I am going to bring this episode to a close right here in the next one. I don't think we'll head straight for the catacombs. We still have, the Valian embassy, and we have a keep over yonder. So yeah, we'll probably get to that first. But until then, please remember to like if you enjoyed, leave a comment below, and if you wanted to subscribe, it would be very much appreciated. A special thanks to my channel members, such as SM2K, Christopher K. Davis, CGG, and Kevin Bicknell. I've been Kallista. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next episode.